This is the Emmeti manifold, where these bits and pieces fit on the end, screw into here, and we have to supply ball valves separately for this chap. Now then, this is the one that's got this thread 2419, which we've been speaking of earlier, and it screws on there perfect. If we was to put this one on there, then it just slips over. So therefore, what it means is we've got to be careful when we're selling an Emmeti manifold that we only sell the mono blockos, as they're called, 2419 threads. And the difference being is these got this niche in them. These 2419 have got that niche in them, and that is the difference with them. Again, this is 210mm, like the Watts and the Reliance ones. And here again we have the same sort of arrangement as what the Watts and the Ivar one, where the thermostatic mixing valve is done by like a TRV method. Now then, these screw on by like a little adaptation nipple. Now if you look at this and you think, well, why haven't I put that nut on? There is a special way, and if you get it right, it slips over. And there's one to go on the flow as well, and hopefully I'll just be able to screw this one on here. This particular one has got 1-inch thread on it, so if you want, again, it allows a heavier load on your heating system. This particular valve starts off at 20 degrees, which is even lower than I believe the Ivar ones. But again, the same principle, measuring the flow temperature. And as we said earlier, it is supposed to be more accurate. If you look at this particular one, it's got little indents in. Now then, I'm just going to show the Reliance one again. If you look at it, they look very similar, square. So you've got to watch it, and that's the difference. Is that obviously they got the name on there. Reliance, they haven't got a name on theirs, but they have got flow and return labelled on it. Okay, but in principle, if you look at it, they're the same, but the difference is these have got a male thread and that's got a female thread on it. Yeah. But you just got to be careful. So it's identifying, especially when somebody comes on the website saying, do you recognise this manifold? Now then, one thing I have not shown you, is here on the return. Can I have another one as well, please? Yeah. Right. The Emmeti one, this is their own actuator, fits on just like that, screws on. Then apply a bit of pressure and tighten the knurl. That's the Emmeti, and that's, we only stock 230 volt 2-wire version of Emmeti. This is a Reliance one, which will also fit. Again, 230 2-wire. The difference on this one opposed to that one is when this one is energized, up pops a little red indicator. This one you have open and closed on the top, but they all screw on, they need to be down tight. Now I'll show you the on off on this one. Can you check me a Mulinoff one down as well, please? Over on the scales, or watts. And as you see, you've got a manual, so if you're testing the system you can open it up manually, but when you're using the system you push it over to automatic, and that's the principle of this one. Alright, this one is the watts one. Again, fits on the same. Majority of these are universal. The travel distance is nothing to worry about on them now. Everything's getting standardized. This one has a red and clear indicator. As it's being energized, it will go clear, and then when it's de-energized, when it's reached temperature, if the thermostat says I'm up to temperature, then that will then switch off, take the power off it, and then it'll go back to red. As simple as that. Now then, here is the Mulanoff one, which has an adaptation ring, which screws on first, and then that snaps on to there. Okay, now then, a number of these we carry in 2-wire and 4-wire, 24 volt and 230 volt. There is one other one up there now, which is the Giacomini one, which is slightly different again, because it does not fit any of the manifolds we carry. This one, it has an adaptation ring similar to what the Mulanoff, which only fits the Giacomini manifolds. That goes into there, and what happens then is when this one is operated, when the power is put on it, that indicator goes up.
Right.
And that's the way that goes. This is pushed in to allow it to fit on this ring properly.
See, yeah.
That's the idea of that red cap. Now then,
24 volt on there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Put that back in the box, please.
Yeah. Is there any way of putting these on a normal manifold, like a Reliance manifold?
Nope.
Like an adaptation?
No.
Not at all.
Now then, you have to be careful when picking these. 24 volt and the 230 volt look the same boxes, and this is the Mulanoff ones, and we have exactly the same situation on the Watts ones. Identifying 2-wire, 12 volt, 24 volt and 230 volt, the boxes are identical. The difference is the 4-wire box, which is slightly bigger.